Good morning.
Good morning.
On behalf of DLSC Board of Directors, my name is Eric Bryant, and I welcome you to Divine Light Spiritualist Church. If you are new to DLSC or haven't been here for a while, we welcome all of you. Anyone with a mobile phone, please be sure it's on silent or off. Today, our speaker and medium is Reverend Dorota Clifford. Our prayer persons are Lorraine and Nelson. Please note that the opinions of our speakers reflect their own beliefs, and our speakers and mediums work with spirit in their own individual way. DLSC is not responsible for what our speakers and mediums say. This includes our ministers and ministerial students. I now call on Lorraine to say our opening prayer.
Good morning, everyone. Infinite Spirit, Mother, Father, God, we thank you for bringing us together. We give thanks for the opportunity to be one with you here today. Today we seek spiritual truths, healing, and comfort of all things heavenly. We come together in celebration of spiritual enlightenment, guided by the inspiration of angelic forces. We ask that you bless and guide our soul consciousness for deepening spiritual understanding. Bless this service and give a special blessing to all that have gathered here in your light of love. Infinite Spirit, this service is now left in your love and care. Amen.
Amen.
Let's say the Lord's Prayer together now, please. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those that trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. On the inside cover of our songbook, you'll see our 7 principles. Let's say them together now, please.
Right on there.
We believe in the fatherhood of God, the brotherhood of man, the union of spirits, and the ministry of angels, the continuous existence of the human soul, personal responsibility, compensation and retribution hereafter for all the good and evil deeds done on earth, eternal progress open to every soul. Let's now sing song number 35, I Can See Clearly Now. When you're ready, please stand in body or in spirit.
See clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. I think I can make it now, the pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is the rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day.
wrong one.
I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day.
And you know what? It's going to be a bright, bright, sunshiny day.
It's gonna be a bright sunshine.
When we revise our songbook, I'm going to have us put a notation there, say, take a deep breath before that one line. We need a heads up on that. Now it's time for spiritual healing. Spiritual healing is the most divine aspect of our service. I ask that you refrain from having a conversation with another during our healing part of the service. We'll say the first stanza in unison, and then I'll read the names in our healing book. We'll then have a moment of silence. Then we'll say the second stanza. In our moments of silence, mentally add anyone that is in need of healing, plus those in our healing book. For those who wish a healing, please come to the healing stool when the healers are ready. For those who do not wish a healing, this time gives you an opportunity to meditate. If you know of anyone who needs a spiritual healing, you may receive a healing for them. This form of healing is also effective. First stanza now, please. I ask that the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. For spiritual healing from our book, we have Janie, Paul, Elaine, Marilyn, Tony, Jaleel, Jabari, Venora, James, Bill, Donna, Cindy, Rick, Gabe, Kaylee, Marion, Margot, and Kathy. If I've mispronounced any names, Spirit will know who they are. Now for a moment of silence. Second stanza now, please. I ask the great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love and the power of God. Our spiritual healing students are now in the practice stage of their training. If you receive healing from a student healer, they may approach you after service to fill out a survey of the healing you received. Please fill this out for them. Our healers are Steve, Katie, Janine, and Reverend Dolores. I ask you to come forward now, please.
Infinite Mother, Father, God, and cosmic healing forces, may thy limitless healing energies flow through all who sat on our healing stools. May it also flow through those whose names are in our healing book, and to those that we mentally thought of that are in need of healing. The healing Christ is with them. Angelic forces of healing attend them and minister to every need of body, mind, and emotion. Healing power is now flowing. Thanks be to God. We now know that wonderful blessings have been received and will continue in accord with God's will. Amen.
Our next song is number 5, Lean on Me. When you find it, please stand in body or in spirit.
Let it be.
Oh.
Number 5.
Oops.
So it's supposed to be,
Should be song 6.
Lean on Me is the song.
6.
yours
No,
six,
sorry,
everybody's
46.
46.
46, there we go.
Okay. We'll give Steve some time to cue that up.
Reverend Catherine's way ahead of me on that.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pains, we all have sorrow. But if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride. If I have faith, you need to borrow, for no one can fill those of your needs that you won't let show. Just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you understand.
Yeah.
We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you understand. We all need somebody to lean on. If there is a load you have to bear that you can't call me. Just call me if you need a friend.
There we go. Oh, we had the same phone number since 91.
Nice.
Now it's time for our inspirational talk. Reverend Dorota Clifford is a spiritual coach and award-winning healer with over 20 years of experience, certified in shamanic healing, the rites of Muneki, and complete cellular mind and body alignment, CCMBA. She bridges the physical and spiritual realms to bring forth messages of love, healing, and divine wisdom. As an author and teacher, she empowers others to align with their highest selves, trust their intuitive gifts, and walk their spiritual path with grace. Reverend Dorota's dedication to serving spirit inspires transformation and uplifts all who are drawn to her light.
Please welcome Dorota.
Thank you. It is such an honor to be here with you guys today, like you have no idea. It's been a while since I've been at this Divine Light Spiritual Center, and I am really happy to be back. And it is so great being part of such a spiritual community where we're walking together and supporting each other's growth, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And yet we can stay true to our own beliefs in the same time, and that is rare. Well, my journey started many moons ago, as we were reciting our 7 principles today, it reminded me of a number 5, personal responsibility. Because you know, when I first started in the church, I recited it, it's there, it's written, read it, move on to the next, right? How many times do we do that? How many times did we just read and move on? Because it was almost like a responsibility to follow what's in the script, right? We have this script. But we don't really stop for a minute and go, whoa, what does that mean? And then we get caught up in taking made up responsibilities. That's how I'm gonna call it. Because then to be the way I understood, okay, so everywhere I go, I gotta talk about love and light. I have to make sure that people that I know doesn't get back anything about me bad to the church. Like, it just took a different tone because everywhere we go, there's some kind of responsibility put on us, right? Is that empowering? How does that make you feel?
Control.
Mm-hmm. Control. What else?
Fake.
That's right. Fake. Anybody else? Those are our valid feelings. Because you have a lot of people also saying, you know, I don't want to be in a box. I want to find my tribe. But finding your tribe, that's again, you're putting yourself in a box. How about just being? Right? Because then you belong everywhere and nowhere at the same time. How freeing is that? Right? And if I tell you vulnerability, be vulnerable, how does that make you feel? How does vulnerability makes you feel?
Alive.
Yeah.
Alive?
Alive.
Okay, that's a good one.
It does, yeah.
Uncomfortable. But what does it really, you know, like I used to go and people would say, oh, you're so not vulnerable. Okay, so then what happened? Now it became my responsibility to pretend to be vulnerable so they would leave me alone. How exhausting. Right? So that's responsibility and vulnerability. Do they match really, if you think about it?
Kind of does.
Depends. Depends.
Kinda does?
Mhm.
Kinda does. If we break down responsibility, that's 2 words. Response and ability. And then you add personal. And then you got vulnerability. Vulnerability is personal, right? So response is how you respond to things that are happening to you or around you, right? And then ability. Ability is to respond the right way that is for you. Because like right away we go into the responsibilities that have been assigned to us. By our workplaces, by our parents, by people that we know. Everywhere we go, somebody puts something on us and we take it and we think that's it, that's our responsibility. However, where's the person? Do you have any responsibility to yourself?
Mm-hmm.
And how does that make you feel, personal responsibility? How does that make you feel?
Empowered.
Yeah,
The word is authentic.
it was authentic. Mm-hmm. Now, I want to talk just for a second about vulnerability. Because vulnerability and responsibility, they have a way of clashing, don't they? Because vulnerability can make you feel empowered, but it also can make you feel weak, insecure, like you messed up, especially if that was your responsibility and you didn't do it. So what happens at that point? What do? We create stories in our heads, right? I don't know about you. I do a lot of towers. I do fake truth just to make myself feel good and not weak. Because if it means I didn't fulfill my responsibility, then I wasn't good enough. So that makes me weak, right? And in the relationships or even with family, they say, well, you're not vulnerable. You don't show us any vulnerability. You're just so cold. Do you ever guys hear that?
Always.
Right? Isn't that annoying? But nobody really explains to you what does the vulnerability actually mean. And what do you think it means? It's a tough one, eh?
Naive.
You think it means naive? Okay.
Well, polarities are the word, right? So it depends where you are on the scale. So
Yeah. But when we hear words right away, we associate them with emotions, don't we? Because when you hear responsibility, you're like, all right, what else are you adding on my plate? Well, you're not vulnerable. Well, you want me to be weak. You told me to be responsible. Right? So it all depends what we have on the internal dialogue. So both of them create internal dialogue for us. Because we don't really stop and go, hold on, do I need to be vulnerable with you guys? Absolutely not. But do I need to be vulnerable with? Myself. Yeah. Because I need to know how I feel in this particular moment. I need to know how I feel. Because to understand myself fully, I have to be self-aware. Where that self-aware happens? When you allow yourself to be vulnerable with yourself. Because I don't need to tell you my life story to prove you that I'm vulnerable. Right? Do I? What if I don't want you to feel sorry for me? I'm just sharing it, right? But first I have to be vulnerable with myself. I need to do a self-awareness. It's kind of like I choose me. How's that? And then you have personal responsibility. Is it actually my responsibility to make you feel good?
No.
No. It's not. However, if I don't stop for a minute and see that what I'm doing to please you makes me unhappy, what happens then? I start resenting you.
That's a bad trait.
It's easy to fall into it because when we don't recognize ourselves we start resenting situations, people, and then we can put ourselves in a mind what we call victim, right? Well, it always you do this, I do this for you, but that person never asked you. So it's almost like, let's say if I tell you that I don't know how to get somewhere, all right, don't worry, I'll get you. I didn't ask you, right? That's great that you're coming. So it's like you taking it upon yourself, and then you say, well, I need you to drive me to GO station. Well, I can't. Well, but I drove you somewhere else. Okay, I didn't ask for it. You chose to take me there, right? But then we resent that person because I do everything for you, but when I need you, you're not there for me. But are you doing it because you're choosing because you want to actually help, or because you're expecting something in return? That would be response. How crazy is that our emotions can control us if we're not vulnerable with ourselves and allow ourselves to feel them first? Because I can tell you, when I'm happy, I'll give you everything that I have, and the next day I'll be like, what was I thinking? But I need to know that about myself. So that way, next time when I'm happy and you say, well, I need somebody to make a cake, I'm gonna go, I'll do it, because I'm like, hold on, you're happy, but do you actually wanna do it? No, because if I jump like that, if I'm not aware, I'm gonna pick on you, Reverend Catherine, I'm gonna resent, I totally will not like you. And I will talk behind your back because I jumped on like she's expecting me to make this cake. It's almost me saying, I want to, but now I changed my mind. I can't take it back. Now it's becoming my responsibility to fulfill, to have a follow through. And I really resent her for mentioning that she needed a cake. It's true.
Way to go, Reverend Cat.
What's that? We're going looking for cakes? Sounds good.
I don't want cake.
I always want cake. So it's understanding yourself if what's going to help you create a better journey in this lifetime for yourself, and also control your environment and your surroundings, not by jumping first, but knowing if it's actually good for you. Is it your personal responsibility? Because if you look at it from a different point, we're just going to touch on that. If, for example, I've done something to trigger you guys, right? And then you go home. She did this, so now I have to do this. Did I make you do it, or was that your response to what I said? So being personally aware is like, she said this, and man, that hit the wrong way, so I was not the happiest camper. So I'm not blaming the person who said it, I'm acknowledging that this is what made me go, oh. So who's controlling the emotion here? Me or you?
Allowing someone else to.
But if you acknowledge that, yeah, then you are in control. No one can take that away from you, and that's what personal responsibility is. And that's where setting boundaries starts. So doesn't personal responsibility and vulnerability go hand in hand if you really think about it? You can and the best part is that you can start one or the other. Which one do you want to start with? It doesn't matter because they are best friends. They really are. And they're gonna help you live an anxiety-free life. Just by being aware of how you feel. Because anxiety is like emotions that are controlling what you're feeling, right? If it's quiet, I used to go in my head, okay, it's too calm, there's a storm, where's the other shoe? Something's gonna drop, oh my God, who did I talk to? Okay, she's gonna call. It's like I created anxiety within myself, and that person would call, and guess what? The shoes were dropping one after the other, right? But I was creating the storm in my own head when it was just calm. Instead of going, all right, this is a good day. Awkward. bored, too quiet, but it's a good day, right? I'll tell you, when I started self-awareness journey, that's what I call my spiritual journey. Holy crap, Yoli, many twists and turns and up and downs, and I'm sure you guys can relate. And the moment that I actually understood that, number 5, personal responsibility starts with me. I am not responsible for how you react to what I say or what I do. Of course, when you're not setting out to be malicious, that's different. However, I took my own responsibility as I walk my path to the best of my ability. And I'll tell you, I mess up a lot. And sometimes when I drive home, when I used to work in the retail and I would drive home, I would have a very stern conversation with my guides. I would be like, how the heck did I do this? Like, you guys didn't show me. Okay, yes you did. But how did I do it? Why did I let myself? And it wasn't to put myself down. It was just to release the emotion that was steaming in me. Because if I didn't, then I would start creating a tower, building illusions around me, right? Because what is the illusion? It's not taking responsibility for what's happening and not actually seeing it. Because being vulnerable also means I see what's happening versus choosing to ignore it. I see it, I don't have to react to it, but I need to be aware. It's kind of simple, right? What do you guys think? Is it something that you can do?
Easily.
What's that?
Just self-awareness.
That's it.
It's my personal responsibility to be self-aware.
That's right. It is. It is. Because what happens also, my son, oh my God, bless his heart. I don't know. Boys, for some reason, and when they come home, I could find them by shoes and socks. He would walk through the door, there's one shoe, there was the other shoe when he was younger, then there was a sock, there was a sock, and I'm like, all right, where is he? I could literally just follow the trail. You know? And I came home exhausted because, when you work retail, sometimes it gets the best of you. So you come home, and I'm already kind of in a grouchy mood, and I tripped over his shoe. So guess what I wanted to do the first thing? I did. And you guys go, where's this going? I was like, so first thing I picked this shoe and I'm like, you, and oh my gosh, the words that were happening in my head. And then I'm like, hold on, you're still mad about what happened at the store. This has nothing to do with him. So guess what? I just picked it up, threw it in his room, closed the door, and I'm like, okay, this is better. Did I handle it the best? No. However, I was aware that it's not about the shoe that I tripped on. Because I also wasn't paying attention where I was walking. Because I came home. I'm home now. Damn, down. So being self-aware means knowing why you're feeling what, so that way you're not using other people or situations as a release of what happened earlier, because they're not the camel that, the straw that broke the camel's back, so you gotta get my stuff right. They're just there, because he always did that. So me doing that today to him, why didn't I do it yesterday? Right? Now we're good, now he puts his shoes away. He's 25 now, so we got there, okay? However, that's what self-awareness can do. It can bring you a lot of peace of mind and also strengthen the relationships around you. Because when I started catching myself, without telling him, he started catching himself. And we were able to build a really good relationship. It's not perfect, However, it's a good one. With mutual respect, without saying, I'm your mother, you listen to me. It's more like, oh yeah, that's what you're gonna do? Well, you don't think it's a good idea? Well, you know. So I'll leave you with that, to think about it. How can you adjust, not change, adjust things that are happening around you to see why you're feeling a certain way by taking responsibility and be vulnerable with yourself. Do I actually want to do this? Am I scared because of something that happened before? So do I want to make that lie to make myself feel better for a moment? You know? Because it's important to take personal responsibility, because that's where your integrity lies. And that's where your vulnerability lies. Thank you for listening. God bless.
Thank you, Reverend Dorfman. I now ask you for your material offering. Steve, which is a donation towards the upkeep and ongoing of our church. We give thanks for this material support, and we ask that you bless, prosper, and create miracles for the giver, for their contribution, and their offering of love. Thy uses and purposes guide us in building wisely and firmly our mansions of spirit in this world and the next. We ask that the monies received move our church forward in the best way possible. We thank you for continuing to provide the material aspect of it and for keeping our doors open. I now call on Reverend Catherine for our announcements.
Good, beautiful morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Thank you so much, Dorota, for your talk today. It was amazing. I think we make these self-imposed prisons in our minds, you know, like we have all these like parameters and we gotta do this and gotta do that, but the expectations that we think other people have for us are the ones we have imposed on them, right? Because we're trying to guess what they're thinking, you know, and then getting angry at what we think they're thinking when it didn't even happen. So it's good to take personal responsibility for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's a great reminder. All right. Well, we're deep into the new year, aren't we? The holidays are now officially over, and we have to do this to our brains to get it working back to where it was before. So next week, January 19th, our speaker is Lorraine Morton, and Tasha Dickey will chair next week's service. Our sound bowls are here at 1 o'clock. So Steve and I are going to do the sound bowls this week. And, excuse me, I think I go on and on and on about how amazing my team is. But this year, because my team is so amazing, Steve and I are able to take a weekend off. So that's what we're going to start to do. Just once a month, every month, we're going to take a Sunday off, which is something I have not done since 2018. So excited. So our team is going to be managing the service next week, and Tasha will be doing the bowls next week. She's amazing at it, so that is going to be really great. So tonight at 6 p.m. we have our first soul rescue of the year. So what we do is we meditate and we go into spirit we connect with the light and search for fragments of spirit that have not gone to the light, souls that haven't crossed, and we show them the way home. It's an incredible experience, and it's really profound. If that's something that is interesting to you, definitely come tonight at 6 p.m. to do that. What was I going to say? You have to be someone who can sustain more than half an hour in a meditation. But there's a lot going on, so it's easy to stay in. But yeah, you do have to be able to be sort of at an intermediate level of meditation, right? But it's amazing experience. Friday, January 17th, so this Friday, wow, my notes are wrong, at 7 p.m. It's our first movie night, and we're showing Conversations with God. So it's it details the story of the channeler Neil Donald Walsh and how he channeled those books, Conversations with God. It's very profound. Cost for that one is a donation. Next Saturday at 2 p.m. we have our DLSC Power Meditation. So we're going to be doing 2 meditations for that one. So what we're calling a power meditation is something that's very deep. These 2 that we're doing are Joe Dispenza ones. So they are conscious, but they're also very deep. You hit a really high level of presence, and what do I say? You're in delta, right? So I want to say down because in your mind it's down, right? But you're actually in a very profound state of meditation and connection with presence, divine presence. So the first one is called Holy Days, which connects you to the divine presence in yourself. And the second that we're going to do is a Generating Abundance meditation. So that is next Saturday at 2 p.m. It's about an hour and a half of meditation. It sounds like a lot, but you really don't feel it because you go so deep that you wake up and you're like, that felt like 15 minutes, right? But it's profound. It's very peace generating, let's say it that way. So that is next Saturday at 2 p.m. And then January 25th, just for you, like the back of your mind, we have our vision board workshop. We do this every year. It's an awesome time to think about what you would like for your year, what your capabilities are, what you'd like your capabilities to be, what you want what you want for your manifestations then this year. This is a powerful year, 2025, the beginning of the Golden Dawn. So this is the time to aim high and receive it. And we do a blessing. So we do a group blessing. We make up a board that symbolizes all of your wants and desires, and I am a hypnotist, so we wrote this with a subliminal background, right? So you're going to pick pictures that stimulate your subconscious to bring to you what you want. And then every member of the workshop blesses everybody's board. So you take it out and it has incredible energy with it. We did this last year. We only did the blessing starting last year. Every single person called us saying, I got this, and I got this, and I got this. Steve alone, the stuff that we manifested from our boards were incredible. So I expect the same thing from this year. So we'll see you January 25th. Of course I didn't put the time. What time is it? I'm just gonna look it up.
I think we were doing it like one till something.
10 to 2.
Oh, no,
on
I was
the
wrong.
25th.
I was out to lunch.
Cost for that one is $30 for members and $47 for non-members. Your board materials are provided, and spots are limited for this one because of the boards and the things that we put together. So definitely enroll for this one quickly. And you can do so by sending us an email, and I will have sign-up sheets next week here at the church. On the 1st of February, Sahara, the lady that does the healing at our events, is going to be doing an Akashic Records workshop. It's called Akashic Records for You. Excuse me, and the cost for this one is $30 for people that are members and $47 for people that are not members. She will be teaching how to connect with your Akashic Records and connecting with your oversoul information. So if you have questions of your life, you want to know what's going on in your life, she connects to your Akashic Book of Records and teaches you how to do so to get the questions you want answered. It's going to be fun, and she is an amazing person. You will love her if you don't already. Every Tuesday night, Lorraine and Bonnie Gaka hold a healing meditation at 7 p.m. at the Alano Club in Oshawa. And the time for that is 7.
7 p.m.
I said that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Sorry. And the address is 200 Thornton Road North. That's every Tuesday, and they're profound experiences. So definitely check that out in Oshawa. The bags at the back, there are some gently used girls size 6 to 8 clothes and boys sized 8 to 10 and a couple of, I think, small women's clothes there. Feel free to take a look through them, and if you know anybody that needs them, take them for them. We had a board meeting yesterday, that's why my announcements are so long. We have a couple of committees that we are forming. One is the We Care Committee. See Reverend Lorraine, almost Reverend Lorraine, about joining that one. If you remember at Christmas time, we did the 5 baskets for the communities, families in our community. They were so well received and so well needed that we want to keep this going through the year. And so Lorraine Morton is the head of that committee. So we're asking for donations for, I guess, cash donations for those baskets and also non-perishable items. And if you're wanting to ask sort of what she's putting in the baskets to donate, let us know, and we'll put a list out so that you know what to donate. So thank you so much in advance for your donations. Also through that committee, we are reaching out to our community, sending cards or visits to people that we haven't seen. And yes, so see Reverend Lorraine about that one, almost Reverend Lorraine about that one. I don't know why I keep doing that. I keep promoting you. I'm sorry. Okay. We are going to implement a music committee. One of the people in our church family has donated, one of our church family members has offered to donate new songbooks to our church. So we are in the process of redoing our songbooks because they are a little bit old. If you have any suggestions for songs that you'd like added to our songbook, email those to us. And also Eric is the head of this committee. Eric and Candace are the head of this committee. And we're going to be starting to work with that and redoing them. So if you want to help with that process, let Eric or Candace know about that. I think that's it for my announcements. Church membership is welcomed anytime. Membership covers January to December. As you see with our workshops, that's kind of where the membership really shines. It's only $15 for the year, so see a board member for this. Myself, Steve, Lorraine, Eric, and those are the ones that are here today. We are a religious body and we offer a ministerial program. Our ordained ministers have the authority to solemnize marriages, conduct funerals, and naming services. Our website is
www.dlsc.co.
and it's almost updated. It will be tonight. So we're also on Facebook and we stream on YouTube. Thank you for your support, everyone. We appreciate every single one of you coming out in this cold. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching us on Facebook and our stream on YouTube. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I send you all angels to keep you happy through the week. And tons of miracles, little miracles that make you smile, and large miracles that make you laugh and dance with happiness. God bless you all with so much love. And now it's time for Lorraine Morton and her section, Moments of Positivity.
Good morning, everyone.
Good
If
morning.
you haven't been told today, I love you. So, I've never met you, and you did a wonderful talk, and you'll see how God works in mysterious ways. This week I was sent this, and usually I have something in my folder that I read, but this came and God said you have to read this on Sunday, and it really ties in with your talk, and it's called the 90-10 principle. Consider a situation. You're eating breakfast with your family. Your daughter accidentally knocks over a cup of coffee onto your business shirt. You curse and harshly scold your daughter for the mishap. She breaks down in tears. After scolding her, you turn to your wife and criticize her for placing the cup too close to the edge of the table. A short verbal argument follows. You storm upstairs and change your shirt. Back downstairs. You find your daughter has been too busy crying to finish breakfast and get ready for school. She misses the bus. Your wife must leave immediately for work. You rush to the car and drive your daughter to school. Because you are late, you drive 80 kilometers an hour in a 60-kilometer traffic. After a 15-minute delay and paying a $60 traffic fine, you arrive at school. Your daughter runs to the building without saying goodbye. After arriving at the office 30 minutes late, you find you forgot your briefcase. Your day has started terribly, and as it continues, it seems to get worse and worse. You look forward to going home. When you arrive home, you find a small wedge in your relationship with your wife and daughter. Why? Because of how you reacted in the morning. Why did you have a bad day? A, did the coffee cause it? B, did your daughter cause it? C, did the traffic policeman cause it? Or D, did you cause it? The answer is D. You had no control over what happened with the coffee. How you reacted in those 5 seconds is what caused your bad day. Here is what could have and should have happened. Coffee splashes over you. Your daughter is about to cry. You gently say, "It's okay, honey, you just need to be more careful next time." Grabbing a towel, you rush upstairs, change your shirt, and grab your briefcase. You come back down in time to look through the window and see your child getting on the bus. She turns and waves. You and your wife kiss before you both go to work. You arrive 5 minutes early and cheerfully greet the staff. Your boss comments on how good a day you are having. Notice the difference. 2 different scenarios. Both started in the same but ended differently. Why? Because of how you reacted. You really do not have any control over 10% of what happens. The other 90% is determined by your reaction. Here are some ways to apply the 90-10 secret. If someone says something negative about you, do not be a sponge. Let the attack roll off you like water on a glass. You don't have to let the negative comment affect you. React properly and it will not ruin your day. A wrong reaction could result in losing a friend, being fired, getting stressed out, etc. How do you react if someone cuts you off in traffic? Do you lose your temper? Pound on the steering wheel? Oh, that's my husband. Curse? Does your blood pressure skyrocket? Do you try and bump them? Who cares if you arrive 10 seconds later at work? Why let the blue car ruin your drive? Remember the 90-10 principle and do not worry about it. If you were told you lost your job, why lose sleep or get irritated? It will work out. Channel your energy and time into finding another job. If the plane is late and is going to mangle your schedule for the day, why vent your frustration on the flight attendant? She has no control over what is going on. Use your time to read, get to know other passengers, etc. Why get stressed out? It will just make things worse. Now you know the 90-10 secret. Apply it, and you will be amazed at the results. God bless.
Are there any birthdays or other celebrations to announce? Okay, it's time for another song. Hopefully it is number 29, Spirit in the Sky.
Looks like it.
Good.
The best song in the book.
Listen to the long intro.
Reverend Norota had asked for me to pick a favorite song. And I go, well, this is probably the favorite one for me
That's my
and for the
favorite
whole
song.
congregation.
Gotta do it every time.
Now it's time for messages. Please welcome Reverend Dorota Clifford.
Good morning again.
Good morning.
Wrong way,
Again.
wrong way, wrong way. It's very interesting because every time when I actually talk about personal responsibility and vulnerability, how you react, I literally use a cop as my example. So that's really neat. And for some reason, they just kept it all back. I'm like, I'm missing something. Now I know why. Maria, may I come to you, please? As I was walking, like little, your mom goes, where are you going? That way. She was a very strong woman, eh, your mom? There's a mother figure coming through for you.
There is, she's still.
Yes, okay, so is your grandma look like your mom? Because they're very tight. The personalities are very similar too.
My mother just turned 99 as well. So
Oh,
she's
wow.
happy.
Okay, happy birthday to your mom. Because this lady that's coming through feels a lot like a mother figure. Like she is like in very stern, very straightforward. Like I said, I was going down. She's like, nope, get away. So I'm like, okay, wrong way. Because I would have still squeezed by. That's just what I do. I'm stubborn. I'm really stubborn. And she has been a lot around you lately. And it's mostly because you've been doing a lot of second guessing. Can you understand that? Like you
Yes,
make,
absolutely.
she says like you make a decision and as you're about to go do it, you're like, no, I'm gonna do this instead. Can you understand?
Yes,
She
okay.
says you don't have a follow through. I'm sorry, I just say what they say.
That's okay.
And she really is pushing you to. You used to be so confident, she says. And that was even hard to make you do what you were asked, because you would do what you set your mind to it. And she's saying that like right now, there's a lot of looking at what somebody else will think if you do that. And she says you're paying attention too much or not to with the family, how family will actually look at it. Can you understand what she's saying? When before you just like, see ya, slam the door in their faces. I'm gone. And she's just really asking you to start doing small follow-throughs because you lost your routine. You used to be a very routine person and you lost your routine. Like there's no routine to your day right now. Can you understand? I trust you can understand what she's saying. She's very strong. Like, it's like when she's talking, like, I don't know if you guys can see, I'm like going out of breath because I'm trying to keep up with what she's talking about. However, she wants you to really just stop looking around because even your place, you're not satisfied with. You do one thing and then you're not regretting it, but oh, something else needs to get done. Can you understand that? With the same corner. It's that you're having a hard time to feel, I'm good. And this is about just, when she's coming through, she really wants you to just take it and reflect of how far you've got. Because you're looking, she says, so where you going, but you don't see where you're going, and that's where there's a lot of panic within you. So just more like, turn back, this is where I got. Because she's there with you, and she's been stopping you a lot, but she says she hides your keys a lot too, because you are.
Good morning.
Yeah, because she says you're not really paying attention to what's going on. She's calling you a little bit irritated. Goodness, I'm not insulting. But it's just like your mind goes here and you don't know what's happening around you. It's like you're not present in what you're doing. So she hides that on you. Okay, I'll leave that with you, and I'll say God bless. Yeah, slow down because tell you.
I related even to what you said.
Claire, may I come to you? There's a lot of male family members around you lately. Because they're saying it's like you've been holding on, like you carry a lot of weight and you're not really voicing it out. You were voicing it out and you stopped voicing it out. And as they're coming through, your back is not against the wall because it's like almost like the way they're explaining this to me, like you feel, because I'm getting like an uncles, I'm getting like grandfathers, like they're all like coming at once and they're talk over one another. So it's just like your back feels like it's against the wall, but there's no wall. However, there's gonna be a conversation that's upcoming, and they're asking you to stop biting your tongue and just go for it. Because you're trying to bite your tongue a lot, there's a different way that you can still say it, because it needs to get said right now. And I'll leave that with you and say God bless. The gentleman in the glasses in the back might come to you. Sup? Yeah?
Yes, you-
I'm good?
You're good, yes.
Golden? Awesome. Do you write a lot? Because they're showing me, like, I see like your head is like all over the place, they're showing me. I'm sorry?
I don't write this much.
Okay, but did you used to write? Because it's showing me like writing.
Understood.
Okay, because it's showing me like your head goes all over the place and like writing is helping you like, don't go into your overthinking load. Okay, that's not the right word, sorry, just getting in trouble, they're awesome. It's like, when you write, that's how you meditate. That's where you get your clarity. That's where you really trust yourself. Can you understand? Like your guy, like I'm getting most of your guys, I'll be frank with you here, okay? Because I don't know if you've been feeling lately that there's a push to move forward. And you're just like, whoa, stop pushing. And they're like, because you're not listening, they're saying. You've been asking a lot of questions, you've been praying a lot. However, when they're giving you answers, you're not listening. So it's needing to clear that clutter in here. And it could be like writing down just anything, even recipe books, or it's all about writing for you. Because that's how you calm that, yeah, thank you. And you tune into yourself. It's almost like you, I don't know if in here they're doing intuitive writing classes, because I've taken that with Reverend Joel many moons ago. That would be something that would be very helpful for you, because you can like write a question and then just whatever thoughts come in, write it down. Because you feel like you have to do everything alone, but yet you know you're not alone, so it's just like it's becoming like in their word, that's how they're explaining this to me. Because also, do you need new shoes? Because they're showing me like something with your feet, your shoes. I'll leave that. I don't really understand it. But do you have a class coming up
I teach regular classes.
for the intuitive writing?
What, we could do a workshop on automatic reading, yeah? We could do that.
I'll be there. Sorry, because they're really like pushing, because you're hiding yourself, and that's gonna really bring a lot of confidence back with you. That way. I'll leave that with you and say, thank you. Hello, lady in the back. She did that on purpose, you know? She went, where can they hide? I'll go find the corner, right there. Nobody will see me. Hi. May I come to you, please? Yes. Thank you. There's a lady that's stepping in. However, she feels more like an ant, like an ant vibration. It's still within the family. But I want to say it's like your grandma from your mom's side. Did she have a sister? Or there was somebody she was really close with? Because it just feels like it goes that way.
That's in spirit.
Yeah.
Like it might be her and her mother together,
Okay.
someone.
Because they're like, it's not even like, you know, were they like giggly like that?
No, but they were very close, they were always together.
Okay. I'll take it, but I'll go somewhere else, okay? No, I'm with you still, sorry. Because they're coming around you and they're showing me that, were you sad just for, like the last couple of weeks? Because they're showing me like the evening. Okay. Got it. Yeah, no, I am with you. You don't like people in your business. Can I speak to you after? Because no matter what I say, it's gonna be another saying. Okay, so we'll talk after. Gotta love it when they do that, right? Lady behind Claire, may I come to you, please?
Oh, yes, you may.
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
Awesome, thank you. Did you used to sing a lot? Because they're showing me, like, when you sing with your whole heart. When you talk with your whole heart. Like, you really put yourself into everything that you're doing. There's no halfway doing it.
Yeah.
They really want to acknowledge that, because it's almost like you're not singing as much anymore. See, I sing in the shower. You don't want to walk by. My son says that when I sing, it sounds like I'm killing cats. It's true. He says that. I don't believe him for a second. I make my own words up when I don't remember, but I still sing. And like it's like for you, what they're showing me, like you used to sing, like the music was such a big part of your life, and you're not participating in it anymore. And there really is no reason why. You can look for excuses, that's how they call it, or reasons if you want to call them. However, there's not really a valid one in it. Can you understand that? Because they're really getting very pushy. Because it has to do also with your self-confidence. And you're very social, but lately again, you went backwards. You just like closed yourself off. And you've been, the way they're showing me is that it's harder for you sometimes to get going, and they're saying it's because you are missing the music and the social aspect, because you're just like a social butterfly. I don't know you, but that's how they're showing you. And that like that part is kind of sitting to the side. So you're being really asked to bring the music in. There's a gentleman coming in spirit. Did your husband cross over? Because there's like a love coming with it. But it's not like a family member, but there's a love coming with it. Because he says you're like a storyteller, like when talking with you, there were always stories. And you, through your stories, you used to make people feel good, and he wants to say thank you for making you feel good. But he had a crush on you. It's just, you know who it is.
She does, she smiles.
Yeah, she does. Because it has that like, you know? And he comes around quite often. Quite often, it's just kind of like to remind you about that gentler side of you, the storytelling side. Was there a group of your friends that used to hang out? Because he's taking me back to when you were like in your early 20s.
Oh, okay, yeah, in the past, yeah.
He's taking me to your 20s. I'm like, okay, come on, get better at it, right?
Yeah.
And he's taking me back to the early, there was like this group of you that was like almost inseparable. And she says, you don't even know how much you changed his life. So I'll leave that with you. You know who that is now.
Yeah.
See? You got it. You so got it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. May I come to you, my love, please? Thank you. It's interesting because as I am tuning into you and step into your energy vibration, the first thing I'm hearing is, why so serious? And it's like, I'm getting that, this is coming in from your angel, okay? You've been really wanting to tune in closer with him and work a little bit closer with him. And he's saying that you're getting too logical a little bit, that you're trying to find answers for stuff logically or spiritual stuff. Well, spiritual and logic, they're a bridge. They kind of help each other, but there's not really a logical answers. And it's just like about releasing that logic in here, because you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself. Do you work a lot with people? Like different ages, not just like, because I see like, that's how they're showing me different ages. And they're showing me that sometimes you feel like you're getting lost between it all, and you're meant to feel more like a leader. So it's more like using the time when you're at work to practice to step into fully. It's all about getting your voice, or second one. It's about getting your voice. And he will help you with that. He will help you with getting your voice. However, look at that intuition and logic as same thing, best friends, because they're a bridge. You pick it up logically, and intuitively is going to be, yeah, that's right. Or you get it, and then it's going to show, yeah, that makes sense. So they work really together, but we've been taught to separate them. So I'll leave that with you and say God bless. Thank you for listening to Spirit.
Thank you again, Reverend Dorota. We've come to the end of our service. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our speaker, medium Reverend Dorota, our spiritual healers, our collection person, Steve, and all who helped in any way. And all of you for joining us this afternoon. Please come and visit us again. After our closing prayer, we will sing our closing song, which is on the back of the songbook, God Be With You. I'll now call on Nelson to say our closing prayer.
Good morning. Infinite Spirit, eternal God, who guides and loves us all. We come now to our close of service with thankfulness in our hearts for the upliftment and inspiration that we have received. We thank those that came forward from the spirit world to share love, comfort, and peace. Grant wisdom to all that continue to enlighten our awareness of your unconditional love. Guide us and watch us over us. Help us to unfold more in the things of spirit, to share in the mysteries and joys of angelic forces. As we depart here today, guide us all safely home to our loved ones. Divine Spirit, until we meet again, protect and lead us all on the path of love and peace. Amen. Amen.
Let's now sing our closing song, God Be With You, located on the back of our songbook. God bless you all and have a safe drive home.
Good job. Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah. Nice meeting you.